Anyways, guys, that was some of my ideas for this next Zelda game. What do you think? I don't know. Up to Nintendo to see what how to optimize the game systems for the story. No matter what, Link and Zelda would find out about the Fire Nation attacking Hyrule somehow at the start of the game, and would seek out the Triforce pieces to stop Ganondorf once and for all, because one of the seers in Hyrule would look through scrolls or something, and they would start researching in catacombs and stuff, and would find out about the Triforce, you know. They would find out about Princess Midna's story long ago, yeah. And Ganondorf's betrayal. So Midna would slightly be Gerudo in nature, an imp. She would look more Gerudo, but without sacrificing too much of her look. She would still be a demon, you know, come from the Twilight realm. She would still look like a little like Midna did in Twilight, but she would have more Gerudo female features, right? Possibly more red hair, a more prominent nose, you know, taller. I don't know. It's up to Nintendo to fit the story that and just follow along what I'm writing as a script and fit in the game's design. What are they up to right now? What does Nintendo have on the drawing board? They like most of my idea. Good. Problem is, what do you do after that? You know, there you go. Well, come up with other ideas. But this is what I would do for the Zelda franchise. Yeah, Kingdom Under Fire. One final fight against Ganon. And there would still be a fight at Hyrule Castle at the end of the game when you, Link, Zelda, and Midna would fight Ganon in the end battle as your troops are fighting the Fire Nation troops, right? You would have to save every village and have new, fresh characters or recurring characters in the story, yes, for sure. Princess Ryu would be taller now, she'd be older, for one. Gerudo Village will still be a thing. Kakariko Village. Girl would, I don't know, still have a crush on Link and be heartbroken that he got married. And the story, you know, stuff like that. Would still be raunchy, yeah. In left to open to player interpretation, since there are still ESRB ratings. Design the gameplay to get that Link and Zelda, have three ways or whatever. I don't know. It's up to Nintendo. But Link, Zelda, and Midna would form an alliance at the end of the game because it would be holders of the Triforce of Power. Yes, all three would be royal sages of the royal bloodline. Yes. Simply reincarnations, yeah, of Hyrule past warriors in text. Or descendants, basically. Ascending to the throne, yeah. So it's up to Nintendo how they work out the level design. I have some interesting ideas, yeah. But make Midna slightly more Gerudo looking, without compromising too much of her original look. Red hair, a longer, more prominent nose, taller. Maybe look slightly more Gerudo, but because she would have been a royal Gerudo princess back in the day in Hyrule, and that's how Ganon stole away Ganon Town at Gerudo Village, and that's why Gerudo Village is only full of girls, is because Ganon had control and raped all the girls who only wanted girls. Could be something like that. Depends on how you write the story. Depends on Nintendo, what approach they would take. But for sure, you would need the Triforce to seal away Ganon, bring that back in the story, and deal with the Fire Nation as a whole. Gerudo males would be coming from Gerudo land, the land of Gerudo, write a fictional name, and would be invading by boats and portals and stuff, so. Up to Nintendo what they want to recycle out of my ideas and what they want to use, or how they write. They finish the writing and the level design, how they pair everything up together, right? It's up to the developers, right? What works, what doesn't. Some of my ideas now. It's up to Nintendo to finalize the product. I'm not an employee, I'm just a gamer with ideas. What I would love to see as a Nintendo game. More raunchiness in Zelda games, like Breath of the Wild, yeah, or Twilight Princess. It was left to player interpretation, but yeah, more drama, more kind of like Breath of the Wild. Link has a lot of girlfriends in the game, or Ocarina of Time. It's kind of implied, that Link saves every near girl in the kingdom, right? It's always the same. Every Zelda game is almost like this. It's a formula, right? You do quests in the game to get rewards in the game, right? So it's up to Nintendo what kind of mechanics they want to bring back in these games. And how Link transforms into Wolf Link in this title would all be because he would have recovered the Triforce Beast and be allowed in the Twilight Realm. By going to the Twilight Realm, it would trigger his royal bloodline and activate his beastly senses, and he would turn into a wolf, basically, a light-based wolf. Yeah, it basically turned into his Patronus in the story. And Midna would ride him. So basically, Link would have Zelda as a companion in Hyrule, and would have Midna in the Twilight Realm as a companion. So it will all depend how big they want to make this game. Would be very massive open world, yeah, very big game would require massive data, yes. And it's how you finalize the story and bring back characters from previous titles, right? We use Tears of the Kingdom's plot, and I didn't even play that game yet. I played Breath of the Wild. I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom, but there are some interesting stuff. Do you want to bring necessarily everything back? It's up to Nintendo. Tell you the truth, I would start fresh, a new Zelda game on a new engine, and I would start fresh, but it would take a little more time, and they already have an interesting system, so why not just recycle it and implement certain features, right? The game itself would simply have multiple portals to each own dimension, yes, or land. There would be a section in the game for sure where you travel to the Twilight Realm, you travel to save Midna and cross her over into the light, right? Bring her to the living. She would not be completed yet, but Zelda and Link using their Triforce would somewhat heal Midna in a capable state that she can still talk to them from the Twilight Realm, right? Or help them from the Twilight Realm. It's up to Nintendo,